Alright, this video is for the Jeremy Fragrance Contest. And what I'm doing today is fall fragrance scenarios. Je suis Monsieur Parfum. That's my name. Okay, in order to help us see the tree in the forest through a big collection, I'm going to give you 2 fragrances for every situation in the fall season. With that being said, we all know that fall is a transitional season, coming from the warm temperatures of summer, going to the cooler temperatures. And here are the fall temperatures, average high and low for each month, written on my screen. Some of these temperatures may be your winter temperatures. Therefore, the fragrances I'm about to show you may apply to your winters. With that being said, let's go on to the first scenario, and this is the occasion we will wear fragrances the most, and that is the work scenario. And for the work scenario, we need a fragrance that will be likable, where we're working in a close-knit environment. We're not trying to offend anyone, but we also want to smell decent at work, don't we? And enjoy ourselves while doing the job. And by work, I don't mean office environment. And the first fragrance I'll bring to you is Hugo Boss Bottle. We all know what this one smells like. Warm apple pie. Very synthetic stuff, but it gets the job done. Doesn't cost much. My next fragrance, from the house, Chanel. Chanel Allure Homme. Beautiful scent. Nice, warm, and inviting. Okay, we've worked hard. It's the end of the week, and now it's time to party hard. This is the night out scenarios. And for the night out scenarios, you could be at a bar or an upscale club, or as we say, just clubbing, because we be clubbing, and that's what we do. For the casual clubbing scenarios, we're going to go with a fragrance a little bit apple minty and heavy tonka base. That's going to get us noticed in that club situation. And that's no other than Versace Eros. This is going to get the job done. People will smell you. Moving on to the upscale guy in the club. You know, you need to step the fragrance up a bit. And this house particularly runs the fall season. And that's from the house of Mugler, Pure Havane. What more else can I say? Okay, it's time to move on now. From the club scenario to the date scenario. Okay, we've seen that chick in the club. We had a good time while we were there. She made the mistake of giving us her phone number, and therefore we're going to make the call. So we call her up, say, "Hey, did you remember me last weekend from the club?" And then she respond, "Yeah, how could I not remember you? You smell so great." And that leads to a date. And for the casual date, we're going to go with another tonka bean based fragrance. And that's coming from the house of Giorgio Armani. And that's Armani Code Profumo. This smells to my nose is like a powdery root beer with a tinge of leather. It smells so good. You smell like you're wearing a fragrance. You're going to get complimented from your date. I guarantee it. Moving on to the upscale date. Remember you in the upscale club, you were wearing something from Mugler? Yeah, you're going to go back to Mugler. Because like I said before, Mugler runs the fall. And we're going to go with no other than Mugler Pure Malt. This one smells intoxicating. Enough said. Now things is going moving on. A romantic scenario. We're getting to know or date a bit better. So we're moving on to the romantic scenario. And we're going with Spice Bomb. This scent smells like cinnamon, peppery, very spicy scent. Smells like cinnamon buns to me. Make me just want to eat my arm. She'll want to eat you when you spray this on. I'm going with an old classic here. I'm not even going to say anything. This scent has been hated by so many reviewers on YouTube, but I'm telling you, this thing still rocks. Enough said. I'm not going to say any more about this. We're just going to move on to the next scenario, which is sports and fitness. Okay, most YouTube reviews regard themselves as gym scents. However, you're not going to be in a gym center every time, are we? You may want to go outdoor for a run. It's the best time to wear fragrance, right? Going outside for a run. You're not going to disturb anyone. Some people may do different activities, say as yoga. You want to work on your flexibility, getting to know your body a little bit better. Many of us prefer to do a team activity such as sports, basketball or football. And for this type of fragrance that requires a lot of cardio activity, I'm going with a fragrance that is going to keep you cool when you're heating up in that game. And that fragrance is from the house that runs the fall, like I said before. And it's the new release of 2017 Mugler Crypto Mint. Don't listen to the reviewers again about this one. Mugler always makes sense, that thinks outside the box, and that's why I think you should try this one, Crypto Mint. The next fragrance, I had some doubts about it, but it grew on me now. Yeah, it sure did. It's from Chanel, Hello Homme Sport Eau Extrême. Smells so good. Okay, now it's time to move on to the next scenario, and it's called Who Sprays Wins. And as you can see from the image here, this is a daring scent, a challenging scent, and you gotta find a scenario to wear it. And it's from the house of Yop, and it's called Jupe Homme. And it smells a bit medicinal at the start, but turns into some beautiful lavender. I'll wear this to a festival basically, because it smells like cotton candy. Moving on to my next daring scent, and it's coming from the House of Scent Story. It is 24 Go. I really do enjoy this one. It is of good quality, it's outside the box, and that's why I enjoy it. However, others may not enjoy it as much, but they will not dislike it either. I'll wear this one, basically hang on the night out in the town with the boys, and trying to get wasted with the boys. And after you smell the scent and you wake up in the morning from your hangover, the scent will remind you after smelling your arm. And then it's time to move on and take a shower and get it off. Now we're moving on to the formal occasions. This scent is for the metrosexual boys out there. Okay, come on, I'll let you guess. Tell me what it is. Come on. There we go. Doesn't get more metrosexual than this. From the house of Christian Dior, Dior Homme Intense. And this right here smells like lipstick in the opening. We all know it. And dries down in some alluring, woody goodiness. Moving on to the next scent. This is for the man who's ready to get down in the dirt, but also keep it classy at the same time. And we're going with the fragrance from the house of Hermes, and this is Terre'D Parfum. This smells like an orange, an earthy orange that fell from the tree onto the earth. It's for a man's man. And I just want to say thank you for watching my video. Please hit the thumbs up button. That's going to really help the channel. Like and subscribe, and leave me a comment. What fragrance have you worn in the fall for any scenario you happen to choose? And tell me what you worn to the fall, what you've worn on the fall so far. Tongue twister. And let me know in the comments below. Until then, adieu.